All right, let's just jump right into it. If you've been watching the news lately, it can feel like total chaos, right? One economic headline screams one thing, and the very next one says the complete opposite. So today, we're going to grab 3 of these headlines that seem like they have nothing to do with each other and figure out the hidden story that actually connects them all. First up, we've got this. A huge declaration that really sets the stage for some serious global tension. A trade war between the 2 biggest economies on the planet. I mean, this is a massive deal. It means friction, it means tariffs, it means a whole world of uncertainty. But you know what? That's just one storm rolling in. At the exact same time, a totally different kind of storm was brewing in the digital world.
And yeah, that storm is absolutely hammering the world of crypto. Bitcoin, the big one, is just in a free fall. Just look at the numbers here. It's dipping below $108,000. Now, for an asset that's seen these unbelievable highs, a drop like this sends a huge shockwave through the system. It's really shaking people's confidence.
And then, just when you think you have a handle on things, you see this. Gold. You know, the classic, old-school safe bet? It's not just holding steady, it is soaring. It's hitting a brand new all-time high of $4,300. So what on earth is going on here?
That right there is the big question we're tackling today. You've got a geopolitical fight, a digital currency collapse, and a huge surge in a traditional commodity. On the surface, they seem completely random, but I'm telling you, they are all connected. They're all pieces of the very same puzzle. So let's start putting it together.
So let's start with that first piece, the great trade debate. This is all about that intense friction between global superpowers, and it creates what this slide calls a world of uncertainty. And this isn't just about shipping containers and taxes. It's about setting this nervous, anxious tone for the entire global market.
And what's so wild here is the total disconnect you see on this slide. On one side, you have a literal declaration of a trade war, and on the other, a call for cooperation and solutions. This isn't just a simple disagreement. It creates this deep uncertainty about the basic rules of how things work. And if there's one thing markets absolutely hate, it's uncertainty. It makes investors really, really nervous, and when investors get nervous, they start looking for somewhere else to put their money. And that nervousness, well, it sends people scrambling. Which brings us right to our second storm front, crypto's wild ride. See, if the trade debate is about geopolitical uncertainty, the crypto story is about something else. The pure, raw, unfiltered volatility of our digital age.
And it happens so fast. I mean, look at this. First, it slips under 110,000. Okay. Then what feels like moments later, it's under 109. And before you can even really process what's happening, boom, it's tumbling below 108,000. This isn't some slow decline. It's like falling off a cliff.
And this just puts the real world cost in perspective. $135 million. Just gone. Wiped clean out of the market in about the time it takes to watch an episode of your favorite sitcom. The sheer scale of that loss is just staggering, and it's a brutal reminder of how risky this whole new frontier can be.
Okay, but this is where the story gets just plain weird. In the middle of this massive financial panic, with millions of dollars vanishing, Steak and Shake announces a Bitcoin steak burger. It's just a perfect, bizarre snapshot of the crypto world, a place where unbelievable financial pain and almost absurd marketing hype can exist at the exact same time.
And the stakes here are just unbelievably high. We're seeing reports like this one from the Financial Times claiming that major political families have allegedly made a fortune, over $1 billion in this space. This really shows that this isn't some niche market for tech geeks anymore. It has become a playground for some very powerful interests.
And yet, you know, in the middle of all this chaos, you have influential figures like the CEO of Coinbase, Brian Armstrong, painting a totally different picture of the future. He's predicting that crypto tech will become so normal, so seamless, that we'll all be using it without even realizing it. It's a good reminder that behind all the frantic speculation, there might be a real technological revolution happening.
So you've got political chaos on one side and this insane digital volatility on the other. Where do people go? What do they do? Well, that brings us to the final piece of our puzzle, the search for something, anything, stable.
And right here, you see the result. While everything else is just in turmoil, gold is doing the complete opposite. It breaks its old record, and then it sets a new one. It's slow, it's steady, and it's moving upward. The exact opposite of Bitcoin's terrifying collapse. This is a textbook example of a flight to safety, where investors get scared of the chaos, pull their money out of risky things, and pour it into something they believe is stable and secure. And for centuries, that's been gold. Okay, so this is the most important part. How do we tie all of this together? A trade war, a crypto crash, a gold rush. What's the common thread that connects all three?
It all boils down to this. We are in the middle of a massive, global struggle to figure out what value even means anymore. We're caught between these huge competing forces. We've got geopolitical friction clashing with our deeply interconnected world. We've got the incredible promise of digital innovation clashing with its terrifying volatility. And we have the comfort of old-school, traditional safety clashing with the hunt for the next big thing. These headlines aren't separate stories at all. They're all just symptoms of this same fundamental search.
And all of that leaves us with this final, really important question. In a world where the old rules of global trade are being rewritten and the new rules of digital money are being made up as we go, how do any of us decide what anything is truly worth? That's the puzzle that everyone, from world leaders to everyday investors, is desperately trying to solve right now.